Hello, everybody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome. Welcome to Friday. We made it. Unless it's not Friday where you live. I understand that people can live in all sorts of places and that it might actually be tomorrow today. That's exciting. Congratulations to you. That's fantastic. Even better news for you. So good on ya, I say. Hello. Hello, everybody. We are approaching the end of illness. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm back to sounding roughly normal, for good and for ill. I'm starting to feel vaguely normal. Oh, I forgot to light up my background though. Yeah, see, Saturday here in Australia. See, look at that. They got their shit together over there. It's already Saturday. Get with it, rest of the world. Come on. What are you doing? I'm feeling more normal. It's not perfect. I still am prone to coughing fits. My wife earlier said to me, like, "Hey, are you about to die?" Because I sounded so bad. So it has its moments, but yeah, we're working on it. We're getting there. We're feeling a little better. I'm just disheveled. Everything, it's figuring out how to be a human being again. It's cleaning up all the messes that have sprung up from being sick. Like, you look at a table and the table is just all tissues. And you're like, how did this happen? It's like I'm 13 again. The hell is this? There's just a lot to clean up. And then on top of that, it's also getting out of the brain fog. So, fun fact about the game we're going to be playing today, we're going to be back in Final Fantasy IX. I had to reinstall it because, like an idiot, I went to delete something off my Steam library and for some reason didn't click the thing I wanted to and deleted Final Fantasy IX. I thought I was going to be spending today playing the game over again. Hudsy, redeeming, no cursing. Just so you know, that is only no cursing for a period of time. I don't remember how long it is. I think it's 5 minutes. So that's only going to save you till 4:18 my time. Oh, is it 3 minutes? Even better. I can do 3 minutes. No problem. We got this. So yeah, the good news is it didn't delete my save. The save is still there. But I had to reinstall the mods. I had to reinstall the entire game. Like, it's been a weird hassle to get there, but we're figuring it out, and we're getting there. But it's kind of like coming out of a weird cloud. You like kind of step out of the haze, and you're like, I don't recognize my life. I don't really know what's going on. I don't really know how things have gotten done. There are things that have definitely not been done. So now everything's just kind of half a mess. And for anybody that's curious, because I do think today we are going to be doing a whole stream for anybody that checks out the VODs on YouTube. If you're watching this, you are watching the whole stream. Presumably that's what you clicked on. And you might notice, like, well, he clearly streamed FF9 3 times so far, this being the 4th. And there was only one episode of the whole stream. Didn't bother with it the past 2 episodes. We skipped those. We didn't do it because it was just me complaining about being sick, which, might be what happens here. But I at least feel better enough to talk for a little bit before we get into the game and at least justify the existence of putting the entire stream up on YouTube. Posture check. Man, you guys are trying to make me... You're really trying to make me be responsible with this point redemption. Can't you just, like, I don't know, highlight your message? There, hydrated with soda. The least hydrating of beverages. Mr. Notes, man, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. 8 months. I appreciate it. Good to have you here. 8 months of fun chats. Yeah. I love this part. This part is one of my favorite parts. It was hard not doing it because I like chatting with you all. In a game like Final Fantasy, it's very dialogue heavy, which means a lot of me focused on the game, reading, much as I might want to talk with you all. This provides a good spot for it. Oh my gosh, we got a hype train. We got people to thank. We got stuff to do. Star Furry Zeta, thank you so much for the Prime sub. 2 months in a row. That's fantastic. Narration makes the game so much more enjoyable. I'm glad you feel that way. Makes me understand the game better. That's what it does for me. And hand sanitizer, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I really appreciate it. Can't help it. Just got a new job with small pay bump. No more cutting fruit and stocking shelves. Hey, that stuff is always good. That always feels good. I could do with one less job. Maybe two. And I would be happy. Working on it. Getting there. Things like the hype train definitely help. We have been... So people have asked about a Patreon before. My wife had the idea because she's more into the Patreon idea than me, because I'm always like, I do it, it's extra work, and then I'm always like, well, people don't actually like me, I'm not making very much money, and I just get very negative in my own head about it. So my wife is doing a lot of the work, thinking about it and encouraging me and pushing me towards doing it, because she knows that I don't love the typical grind that I have to do. I don't love all of my jobs, and I could, like I said, do with one less. So she's trying to push me in that direction. And she pitched me the idea that when I do it, we're going to have the tiers named after jobs in Final Fantasy. And I love that idea, and that is exactly what we're going to do. And I don't know what all of them are, but I do know that White Mage is going to be the lowest tier, not because it's the lowest job, not trying to make a bad, shots fired at White Mage, but because caring, love, healing, everybody can be a support. Like, anything helps, therefore supportive base level. And I know that Dragoon is probably going to be the highest tier because they jump really high. That's what I know so far in the thoughts that I have given it. That's what I know. But I'm gonna put a bunch of Final Fantasy jobs in there, and I'm excited about that. She knows how to get me excited about things. Asking for money, feel uncomfortable, feel weird about it. Hey John, design a Patreon around Final Fantasy jobs. I'm like, oh, this sounds good. I want to do this. This sounds fun. I can't wait. I don't know if it'll be 14 or pulling from the whole series. Like, it's funny. I think, what was it? Was it Rune Knight? Was that the job that was in 3 or 5? I don't remember. But there was one where basically you were a knight that just cast spells on your swords. I think that might have been my favorite job in the series, and I think it's only in one game. I'd love to see it get added to 14. Have it be like a black mage, but for like melee. I think that would be really cool. I thought that was really neat. Yeah, hype train. Damn right, hype train. It's at 69%. I feel like we've achieved. There's nothing more we need to do. We just get to look at the number 69% for a while and giggle about it immaturely. That's all we want. That's all we need. Yeah, 69. It's a funny number. It's the funniest of numbers. My wife the other day showed my stepson the boobs trick on the calculator. And I was like, well, this is parenting done right. I learned that from my immature peers. He had a calculator in his hand, and she's like, does he know the tricks on the calculator? I was like, I don't know. I didn't ask him. And she's like, come here. And immediately was like, look, 8000. Wait, no, I did too many zeros. 80085 boobs. I think you have to do it the other way around, though. I think I messed it up. That's why I didn't teach him. I don't actually know it. I'm far more mature than that. It cracked me up. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, for anybody not in the know, I guess, pro life hack tip. Boobs. That's the tip. Oh yeah, I guess you could do 5318008. Do boobies. That works too. We didn't go that advanced. This spelling isn't that good. Keep it simple, I say. And then she did the responsible thing. She was like, don't show anybody that at school, because I'm sure that's going to happen. My favorite was using a mechanical pencil to shoot staples at people. That was pretty good. I just like the trick where if you put your fingernail right against the tip of the graphite on the mechanical pencil, you could just plink little pieces of graphite out at people. You didn't need to do anything. Because, like, yeah, you could turn your mechanical pencil into a crossbow, but then you had one that was, like, definitely a crossbow, like, if people looked at it. But you could also just flip it over and just go bink and just shoot it at people. I also knew somebody who could get little bubbles of spit from in their mouth and balance it on their tongue and, like, blow gently, and they just shoot little bubbles out of their mouth during class. And that was very impressive to me. I could do it for a little while, but I can't do it by... Like, this kid could do it every day, anytime he wanted. I apparently have to have some makeup in my mouth as far as, like, I don't know, like a mucus to saliva ratio. It doesn't always work for me. But I could do it occasionally. Yeah, it's a highbrow show. Yeah, I feel better, so we're going to discuss the important stuff. Don't put makeup in your mouth, John. That's true. That's just good advice. But it all looks so yummy, you know? What's the deal with that? If you're not supposed to eat it, why do you make it look delicious? Like, it shouldn't look delicious. I definitely licked lipstick at one point, though. Because when somebody mentions, like, eating makeup, we all have a good laugh, but, like, there's a, like, back part of my brain, like, primal young baby brain, that, like, goes off with warning bells that I think may have, like, been like, this looks good, blah, and, like, learned very much the hard way, don't do this. Because it just, like, red alert goes off in my head when you talk about it. I remember biting a scented crayon because it smelled like watermelon. Yeah, I think those markers that smelled so good, didn't everybody lick one of those at some point? I can blow those bubbles, but had to stop because it's spit. Yeah, I mean, it is spit, but it's impressive spit, you know? Like, it is impressive. It's pretty, you know, it's a good skill. But yeah, they will yell at you for it. It's frowned upon in society. Like a lot of things. Anyway, hi everybody. It's good to have you here. I don't know what we're going to talk about today. I'm just happy to be able to talk to you all. You know, this week has been nothing but Final Fantasy IX, which has been fine. I've really enjoyed playing it. I've been having a really good time with it. I do wish I had done more streaming of 14 and its patch content. But I didn't feel well enough to do a single stream, let alone multiple streams to include it. But that patch has been fantastic and very, very good. I have a song from it stuck in my head. Killer music in those raids, man. Insane how good the music is. I'm thinking about it because it's right in front of me right now. I'm just like looking at the art for it. It makes me want to get back in there, but I'm in the middle of the raid, so it would be nothing but spoilers at this point. I've done 2 of the 4 bosses, and I'm on the 3rd now. That raid is cool. And speaking around spoilers here, It's a really good chance to give a character that didn't get a lot of due for the time that he was in the game, a chance to really shine in a good way. So I'm appreciating it. That said, I also think the Alliance Raid story has been fantastic, and I can't wait to get more of that. I don't know when we're getting more of that, but I am super eager for the continuation of that business. That stuff's really good too. I started watching. I need to get set up for this. I need to get my setup back to where I can actually do some reaction type business. Because I'd love to watch more of it or see the whole thing. But I saw Preach Gaming did a video about a feature in... why can't I think of the name of the new Dragon expansion for WoW? I keep wanting to call it Dragonlands, but I think that's just me combining the word dragon with Shadowlands. Is that what I'm doing? What's it called? World of Warcraft Dragonlands. Dragonflight. There it is. Yeah. Dragonlands would have also been a fine name. That's just all their expansions are from now on. Blank Lands. Probably would have been a more popular idea if Shadowlands had been any good. But anyway, I was watching it and I didn't get far enough to see why he was disappointed in it. Because the video was named very clickbaity. It was like, hey, the return of Torghast abilities. This might actually get me to not play. And I was like, well, Torghast abilities weren't terrible, but like, I want to know more. And I saw what the idea was, like what he was talking about, which was basically that they've taken the concept of like the weird little power-ups you would get from Torghast, and they've put it in like your in-game grinding zone. So like you go there and you got to kill a bunch of mobs, you know, like MMO questing style. But they will drop upgrades for while you're in there doing that thing that make you like super powerful and change your character in a really cool way. I was like, that is an awesome idea. What a killer idea. And then I guess they nerfed it. I don't know how. I guess they like lowered the drop rate. And I didn't get to see much more of the video beyond that. I had to go pick the kids up from school. So I don't know why it's all a negative, although, you know, if they're nerfing the drop rate of this stuff, it definitely sounds like, you know, typical Blizzard, fun detected, nerf it. But that is a cool idea. I hope they figure their shit out and make it fun. 'Cause the idea of doing like dailies, but having it be dynamic by being able to like get crazy power increases while you're doing it, and they're random so that you can kind of change up your dailies on the fly while you're running around doing them. I know they haven't built it for all dailies. It's for like a very specific type, but like that's a super good idea. That's an idea where I'm like, holy shit, every MMO should do something like that. Like, what a smart idea that is. But it sounds like even Blizzard's like, oh no, just stop. We're doing too good. Wheel it in. It's fun. We can't have it. Lock it up. But yeah, I was really impressed. It's like, you know, maybe I'd be interested in in-game if they were doing stuff like that. Maybe. I don't know if they're going to do it. They've been very heavy-handed on nerfing fun, from what I have heard. Whether that's the speed of dragons flying or this thing, sounds like there's some questions to be had about when people are having fun and Blizzard shows up. Which is unfortunate, because I've actually heard mostly good things about Dragonflight. I don't know. I haven't checked it out. I haven't followed it too closely. I followed it, you know, the way you might follow a strange cat. You're like, that cat is interesting, is up to something. I will see where it goes, but I will not approach. I don't know if the cat is ill. I don't know if the cat has ill intent towards me. And if it crosses in front of me, it might be bad luck. So we're just going to watch it from over here and see what it does. That's how I'm following Dragonflight. But I want them to figure it out, you know. It would be cool if they did. I would like to think that all the money I poured into it did not just end with me going, ugh, I hate this game, and uninstalling it. I'd like for it to have a more pronounced, better ending than that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We might be an expansion or two away. I have faith I will play WoW again one day. I don't know if it'll be this expansion, but if things move in the right direction, it might be the expansion after it. If they start to figure it out. Although it will be weird to have to... That would be the most bizarre thing going back to it. As somebody who started in vanilla and basically had a sub to that game until the day I didn't in Shadowlands, it would be very, very weird to have to play multiple expansion storylines to get caught up. Like, that would be an odd feeling. I'm not used to it. Like, it's just a strange thing. So I know you did a good amount of grind for Final Fantasy VIII off stream. Are you going to do the same with Final Fantasy IX when it comes to ability learning? I tried. So I actually got myself into a bit of a pickle. You're going to see when I load up the game, I have to load the game. I can't press continue because I actually was like, you know what? I'm pretty close on a couple of abilities. Let me just level these up real quick. But right now I'm at a place in the story where I'm just Zidane. And the monsters right outside of where we're at are, like, they hit really hard. If you've got 4 people that they can potentially hit, it's not that bad. But when you just have one, they actually started killing me pretty easily. It wasn't too bad when I had my main weapon equipped, but I wanted to equip an older weapon to learn the abilities off of it, and I wasn't one-shotting them anymore. And as soon as that happened, I just couldn't cut it. So I probably will do that. Like, I definitely still get that urge where it's like, it's late at night. I don't have long to play a video game. I just have a little chunk of time. And I'm like, man, I'm so into Final Fantasy IX. Let me just play a little bit of it, grind a little bit. You know, some of the stuff that isn't going to be as fun to do on stream. Let me just do some of it. And then we'll get back to it. But I honestly don't think it's going to be as much because with the way the system works in 9, I don't think there's as much grinding. Like, I know you need to learn your abilities and all of that, but I don't think there's going to be as much of a need. I'm not doing anything with the card game, which was also a lot of what I did with 8, which was card game stuff. So I think it should be generally pretty good. We'll just kind of... You know, we'll feel it out. I want to do as much as possible on stream, typically. But I do like to do inventory, ability management, and if it's going to be like a long session of just like fighting enemies trying to get something, that's stuff I like to do off stream. Though I wouldn't mind getting praised for my focus and drive to achieve seemingly mundane tasks. Like, nobody saw it, but with 8, I had like 100 stack Ultima spells for everybody from grinding a specific fight over and over and over and over again. Nobody knows the dedication I had to it. They didn't see it. It was all in the background. But it was fun, and it was a nice way to spend an evening. Will there be dungeons this weekend? That's the plan. It was asked on our Discord to see if everybody was on board with it. And last I checked, let me check here. I was in. I think I saw Scott was in. Bo was in. I think I saw Kyle say he was in, which usually also means Kristen's in, because, you know, if one of them isn't, they would probably say we're out. Let me see. Well, Kyle was the one who asked, and Scott, Bo, and I are all in, so there should be dungeons this weekend. What are you doing, hand sanitizer? I can't do voices right now. My throat is shot. How long do I have to do a different voice than my real life voice? What's the time limit on it? Does it say? Hold on. I gotta check my in real life voice ban. Next 3 minutes? Jesus. Alright. I wouldn't mind getting praised for my dedication to mundane tasks. Nevermore have I resonated with something more, John. It would be nice, wouldn't it? This is going to be how we talk for the next 3 minutes, so enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, you can thank Han Sanitizer for making it so. Welcome, everybody. We're just settling in, talking about MMOs and good times. Posh John. Yes, this is Posh John. I can't do many voices on account of being sick, so naturally everybody wants me to do voices. Yes, here, all that. Well, quite good, jolly good. Anyway, I forgot to check what time I started. I'm gonna say that I've done this for at least a minute so far. And we're going to go ahead and stop at 4:39. Unless I just get locked into it. My wife said I should be on Cameo for Dear Martha's. I don't know if anybody would actually buy Dear Martha's, but that was another money-making scheme she suggested for me. Would be to do Dear Martha's on Cameo. Are you just typing things you want me to say with this voice? Is that what you're doing? John will read most of the messages we type, so I will just type, I watched a new movie called House of Gucci with Lady Gaga. You're welcome. This basically has become Cameo, except I don't get paid for it. Is what has happened here. You guys, thank you. This is going extremely well. I'm so glad I feel better. Also, you don't know what voice you're going to get when you buy this feature with the points. I feel like the point price needs to be bumped up a bit. If you get to have this level of control. It should be more expensive. It should be hard to obtain. Alright, we're good. I don't have to do it anymore. We talked our way right out of it. Thank you for redeeming points. Thank you for hanging out long enough to have earned said points. Yeah, I need to learn all this stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff I'd love to do with Twitch. I'd like to do betting, because I think doing fun bets with your chat is fun. I would like to do, we talked about the Patreon. I do think doing Cameo stuff would be fun. I just don't think anybody would want anything. But I think it would be fun. There's nothing that would make me happier than recording them. But, it would... Oh my gosh, you guys. Well, I guess we got another 3 minutes of a different voice that I gotta do. I don't even know which one this is, but this is the one we're gonna do for the next 3 minutes. So, if you don't like this voice for the next 3 minutes, you can go ahead and thank Draculis for this. Also, I think I'm going to go ahead and call don't bother redeeming it during the gameplay, because I read the gameplay in character. So, The name Snake. I guess it could be a bit that. It's a little Jack Nicholson. It's a little Snake. It's a little bit of a lot of things. It's just the first thing that came to mind. Can you imagine if they had cast Jack Nicholson as Snake? What a world we would have lived in. It would have been a very different game. A little bit of Liam Neeson as well, without the accent, but a little bit of the gruffness. I have a very particular set of skills. Yeah, I don't know what the voice is. It's just what we're doing. It's what we're doing right now. Because we're doing this. I don't know, because apparently I've been so entertaining that everybody decided to check what their points redemption could buy them today. And they've discovered they could buy stuff. The other thing that was suggested, I shot it down, was my wife wanted people to be able to change the color of the lights behind me. But there's no automated app to allow for it. So it would be a case of, if people redeemed it or bought it, I'd have to stop everything I was doing, change the lights to what people asked for, and then I would have to continue. And I said, there is no way I'm going to do that. But she's adamant that people want to be able to change the lights. So maybe at some point we figure out a way to do that. It's with an app on my phone. So we had somebody in here who looked into it, who was familiar with building a plugin with Twitch to be able to do it. And apparently the kind of lights I got are one of the few examples where it just doesn't work. Like they wrote back and they said yours aren't compatible with them. So can you get an app that controls Bo's oven clock? I wish. I don't have anything as fun as Bo's oven clock. He's gonna monetize the hell out of the oven clock. That's what I think. Oh, good. I don't have to do this anymore. I think he's gonna monetize the hell out of his oven clock. He's gonna make a killing. I have never seen more people 100% focused on something the way people are focused on Bo's oven clock. It is one of those things where it triggers certain people, and like not a small subset of people, a pretty large subset of people, super heavy. Because I'm not kidding you guys. I didn't make it up. I said it on the show. I had people sending me messages in Discord and over Twitter about Bo's oven, saying, will you please tell Bo to reset his oven? I don't know. And he said he didn't get any of those, which makes me wonder, like, why was I contacted? Like, why go to me first? I can see, like, well, they went to Bo, he didn't say anything, or he didn't respond to him, so then they went to me, but Bo's like, yeah, nobody told me about it. I can reset it when I steal the Chrono Trigger poster. That's a good idea. Both of the ideas are good. Both stealing his Chrono Trigger poster and getting it. I'm pretty happy with the poster setup I've got going on in the room right now. I've got a bunch of Final Fantasy posters, which that is nice. I got a Heisenberg poster that Scott drew for me up there. I got a Star Wars poster over on that side. It's pretty good. I'm pretty thrilled with it. I did almost buy. There's a pretty cool poster I found on Etsy that was like, it was Resident Evil 2, the new one, the remake. But it was done up like an old, like an old 80s horror movie poster as far as its style for Resident Evil 2. And I thought that was really, really cool. And I definitely thought about getting that. I haven't figured out what to do, but I thought it would be really neat. And the crappy thing is I'm having this idea like 8 games in. But I was like, man, I really wish that after each Final Fantasy, I had gotten some item to commemorate beating that Final Fantasy. Like, I don't know if it should be like all one big thing, like, oh, I got a poster for one, I got a poster for two, you know, or if it should be like just whatever little random things I can find for it. But like, I thought it would be really neat to have a little memento, you know, like a serial killer, like, you know, just keep some little memento of every Final Fantasy that I beat. I thought that would be really cool. But I haven't been able to figure out what I wanted it to be. It's just, as I was saying it, like, all I could think of in my head was Dexter. And I was just like, yeah, keep a little piece from every Final Fantasy I beat. And all I was picturing was just Dexter in my head. Yeah. A little doll made out of hair that I put on a Pop-Tart and honey sandwich and eat. Finished the Delvers arc. Loved all that so much. I'm going to miss Chad Brad. Chad Brad was one of the best characters invented in a D&D campaign ever. Kyle portrayed him so well. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, I don't think Kyle is particularly... I mean, he left it on a to be continued, but I don't... My impression... I could be wrong, but Kyle didn't seem particularly keen to pick back up on the Delvers. I don't know if that's just his interests have moved on or he would rather do something else. But I miss elements of it. You know, definitely. I liked those characters a lot, and I thought a lot of the characters he created for the campaign were really, really good. Some blood from every lead Final Fantasy developer in little vials on a necklace. Yeah. Just, I'm sure they would all understand. They're like, oh, you beat him for the first time and you'd like a little bit of blood? Okay. That's reasonable. What a reasonable request you've made. I don't know what I would do. Like, I know the official Square store makes little music boxes that play like big themes. I don't know if they have one from every Final Fantasy, but I know they've got a few for like 7 and 8 and 14 and stuff like that. I think those would be really neat. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'd like to see There Will Be Dungeons play Starfinder. You know, I would say right now it sounds like a lot of the interest is in... A lot of the interest is in doing something different. I get a little nervous about it because I really like how lazy D&D Beyond lets me be. And... you know, it took me long enough to like... Because I'm the person... When we started There Will Be Dungeons, I didn't know... almost anything about D&D, and I knew almost like even less about 5th edition because I had played a couple times 4th edition when we started. That was all that I knew. And that was it. And so I'm the kind of person that when you're like, hey, we're going to be playing this, I wanted to learn the system, so I took the time and I learned a lot about it, which, you know, for good and for ill. Like, sometimes I'm a bit of a rules lawyer. Like, not harsh. Like, I always am like, hey, it's up to the DM, but here's a reminder of what the rule book says because I learned a lot of it. Because I put in a lot of effort to do so. And when they're very casually like, oh, what if we did another system? In my brain, I'm like, oh, God, I got to do that for another system now? I don't want to... Like, immediately I start to get a little anxious about it because even though I'm not DMing, I tend to want to go to that place of knowing, and needing to relearn a new system all over is daunting. And having something like D&D Beyond that does a lot of the groundwork does help a lot, makes it a lot easier. I know there are similar systems for some games, but... I really like having those tools. So I get a little anxious when it comes to the idea of switching off of it. It's not that I think D&D it's the best system and no system will ever be like it. It's just, it's the system that has like the best website support that I've ever seen. Yeah, and it's not. I wish. I mean, they're owned by Wizards now, but I wish D&D Beyond had actually branched out and done that for a bunch of other systems. And I hope that maybe seeing the Wizards acquisition and maybe seeing what they're building with it will actually encourage people who make other systems to put really good tools like that together. I know that if I was going to try and make my own tabletop game, one of the first things I would be doing, as much as it's, at a table with friends, pen and paper, bit of business, I would be looking at app design to try and get an app that could simultaneously support the rules. Because I think that just really benefits players. It makes it so easy to get new people in. I know there's plenty of gatekeepers out there that don't want new people, but I think that that's important. Yeah, I think the advantage system does a lot of good. I think that D&D does. I think fifth edition's a really good system. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's really good. I think they could build it in a couple better ways. I mentioned this on, I think, one of our bonus shows. People had asked about rolling digital dice versus physical. And I mentioned that 5th edition has a lot of rules where it's like, well, if you roll a 1 or a 2, you get to re-roll, and you got to keep the new roll and all of that. That stuff is really shitty at a virtual tabletop, but works really, really well at home. And I think whatever the future is for tabletop, I think having an easily adapted digital version of your rule set and gameplay is going to be key. I mean, we live in a world where obviously the pandemic happened and obviously COVID hasn't completely gone away yet. I think it's becoming more and more common for people to be playing digitally, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot more rule sets start to get built around the idea of, what if somebody is rolling with digital dice? What if somebody is not sitting at a table? What if people are separated? I think that's scary for some that see it as, it has to be this one thing. And I certainly love the feeling of being at a table with everyone. That's something that we've always wanted to do with TWBD, was be able to be together. But it's becoming less and less practical for gaming groups to be able to do. Does Pathfinder do anything like it? There's a thing called Pathfinder Nexus. Yeah, I know that there are some. I was a guest on a podcast that was doing a Firefly tabletop game, and it had a tool. It wasn't as good, but it also had a tool for like character generation and to help put everything together. It wasn't as robust. So I think a lot of these things do have, tools that help. It's just how useful are they is kind of where it gets into the nuance of it. Like some of them, it'll just be like, it'll help you make your character. And then some of them are obviously more robust where it'll do a lot of the math for you, which is the part that helps me the most. Cause like, if you're asking me to do math on top of remembering, like, I have plus whatever to this and plus whatever to this and minus this on this stat, like, I'm just never going to remember that stuff. It used to be when I played 4th edition, because 4th edition had bits and pieces like that where it was like, okay, remember you're getting this bonus, remember you're getting this bonus, remember you're getting this bonus. anything that gave me a bonus, I just avoided in the game because I knew I wouldn't remember that I had it. So it's like, it's there to be a buff, but why bother with it? Because I'm never going to remember that I have it. I'm coming in late. Forgive me if this has already been asked, but what about something like Divinity 2? I played through all of Divinity 2 with Kyle and Kristen, as a matter of fact. Are you talking about like pen and paper, or you just talking about playing it in general? Because, yeah, we played... we streamed all of that. Although I think it's lost. Like, I don't think you can go back and watch it, which I think is actually a real shame. But, yeah, I mean, we did it. I think... where it gets tricky is a lot of those games limit you at 4 people. And because we're 4 players and a DM, like... a lot of multiplayer things turns into, okay, well, how are we going to, who are we going to exclude? And that sucks. Like, Bo, Scott, Kyle, Kristen, I love doing things with all of them. I don't want to cut anybody out of the group. I don't want to be cut out of the group, you know? So it starts to get tricky because it's like, okay, it's a group of 5. So whatever we do has to allow for that amount of players, or else we're just turning around and going, all right, who are we kicking out of the group? And that's not fun or fair to anybody. So yeah, I can ask Kyle if he has it anywhere. But I'm pretty sure it was just on Twitch. I don't think he was exporting to YouTube at the time. And I think we're long past it's been saved on Twitch at this stage. So I have a hunch that it's gone, which is a real shame. I thought it was a ton of fun. I thought there was a lot of really funny things and a lot of really great bits in that. But I mean, I mentioned that because, like, the obvious, like, if we were going to play a game together, the obvious choice would be to do the new Baldur's Gate 3. But I think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be parties of 4. So it would immediately turn into, you know, who do we kick out? And that wouldn't be fun. Because, like, my gut pitch for, like, what do we do for Baldur's Gate 3 would be everybody plays their There Will Be Dungeons character, and, you know, as close to as we can with whatever's in the game. And we try and go through that campaign as Stanley, Varel, Hope, and Nash. But then what do we do with Bo? You know, and he should be a part of it too. So it's rough. And I was listening to Kyle and Garrett's show, and I found out it's on Kyle's YouTube channel. Awesome. Yeah, check that out. We played that together. I found out for that, though, listening to Kyle's show, that Garrett was super bummed he didn't get to participate in that. And that's the whole thing. I mean, it doesn't feel good to not get to be included. You know, I feel bad about that because I would have loved to have had him there too. And, you know, Scott and Bo both expressed to me that they were like, oh, you know, we're so jealous you got to do that with Kyle. And, you know, once again, it's like that. It's the wonderful burden of having too many friends, right? It's the, I want to include everybody, I can't include everybody. And it's rough. So, yeah, we got to figure it out. I mean, the nice thing is that the trick is this. There Will Be Dungeons is evergreen content. You can go and start listening to There Will Be Dungeons right now. It's just as relevant now as it was back then. I've said that a couple times. So just real quick mention it. But it's long form. It's story. like, it is not by any means, I think, the most popular show on the Frog Pants Network. Like, it typically has a lower viewer count than most things. I know a lot of people watch it and really care about it, but yeah, we love doing it, which is probably why it's still going. But it's very niche content, to say the least. And, you know, as people that are trying to do this content creation thing professionally, there is a financial side that has to be looked at and considered. I'm pretty bad at that in general. It's probably why I'm always in debt. I tend to just be like, oh man, let's just have fun and money will figure itself out. It never does, but that's still how I live my life. But people far more responsible than me are the ones going, you know, like, we gotta think about what is going to get people to watch. And sadly, like, the stuff that people want to watch isn't necessarily what sounds the most fun to do. So I think that's the part that's going to be the trickiest for us to figure out, because if I had my vote, I would probably say when There Will Be Dungeons campaign wraps, we probably do some one-shots, have some fun. I actually think it would be really fun to do a series of 5 one-shots and then let people vote on which story continues. But I think that further alienates the audience, you know? Like, that's a fun thing. It's not a smart thing. Because then anybody who didn't vote for that thing is like, well, now I got to put up with a thing for a long time or a longer time that isn't the thing I want to listen to, you know? So we got a lot we got to consider. I think there's a lot of fun ideas to be had, but if I had my choice, I would go from one, you know, campaign to another campaign. You know, we just start a new campaign. But the truth is like, I don't think that's going to win the vote. Here's the Waste, the Next Generation. I mean, what we could do is, if we didn't look at it as a, you know, long campaign, like, you know, like what we did with the Waste, but if we looked at it as maybe like, we're going to tell a story, we're going to let it run its course, we're not going to lock it in at a specific number so people don't feel super pressure, but everybody does one shot, and we're going to tell the full story of each of them. The winner is just who goes first. I think that would probably be more reasonable, because then if the thing you wanted didn't win, at least you know it's still coming. But I don't know. Like, it's tricky. My opinion would be that if there's a way to bring down the expected initial investment for joining in, that would probably help. Because I think it's 300 plus hours to go through it all to get start to finish. Like, yeah, that's what everybody thinks. And that's why campaigns typically aren't what's voted for. Everybody's like, let's just do 1 shots or 1 to 2 shots, you know, stuff like that. And I just don't think that's as much fun. It's great for listeners. Like, again, it comes down to 2 different things you're talking about. What is fun to play and what is fun to listen to. And I think doing shorter overall sessions, whether it's, you know, this story took a month, this story took 2 weeks or whatever, it's shorter so people don't have that huge backlog to get through, works really well for listeners. I just don't think it's very fun. I don't get invested in the characters as much. I don't, you know, it starts to just become who can create the dumbest character, because we all know we're going to be ditching this character in a week. You know, if you know you're going to be playing a character for a while, like, you actually kind of give a shit about what you're playing, because you make that investment about, like, oh, I'm going to be this character for a while. I need to be happy and content that I'm going to be this character for a while. When you tell someone they're going to be a different character in 2 weeks, they're like, my guy is he's a man that got turned into a sentient tube, but he's got telekinetic magic, so everything he does is with his mind. It's like, great, this is fun. Like, it's not that you can't do stuff like that. Like, I don't mind wacky D&D to a degree. It just, there starts to feel like there's not a lot of fun to be had, because there's not a lot of stakes. It's like, it focuses on the D&D stuff I don't like, which is combat typically. Like, I don't like dungeons. I know there will be dungeons, but I don't like dungeons and I don't like combat. So I think one shots and shorter campaigns tend to move those front and center. And everything gets built around it. And all the stuff I like about D&D gets pushed to the side. To be brief. An alternative would be to generate content to bring people in without necessarily having the 300-hour upfront expectation, which maybe is a season recap clip episodes or something. Yeah, I mean, I think the hardest part is having the time to do it. Like, it starts to turn into, like, well, who do we hire to run that for us? Who do we have, or do we do it? And, you know, who has the time, you know? Because Scott certainly doesn't. Bo works a full-time job. I work 3 jobs, one of which is a baby. And Kyle and Kristen have a baby as well, with another one on the way. So it does quickly become like, well, okay, but who does it? And that gets tricky. That's where having a team and having a budget really helps, but you also can't have a budget because you can't grow a show that's not bringing in people, and it's not bringing in people because the show's too long. It's tricky. There's a lot for us to figure out. The good news is through us effing around and being weird, who knows how long we've extended the Waste campaign. I feel like Bo was wrapping it up and we've somehow added 20 more quests to it somehow. I don't know how we did it, but that's where we're at. So I don't know where it's going to go from here. It's kind of crazy like that. I feel like I would love to DM a campaign for everybody, but my big thing, and I've said as much, which is probably why I won't be DMing, is that my least favorite thing about DMing is feeling like I have to force players to move along. I'd rather organically see where they want to go and see what they want to do. And so as soon as you say, well, John, you know, your campaign has to be done in a month, or done in a couple weeks or whatever, like, I lose all interest in it. Like, I wouldn't say that I would go like the Bo Schwartz method of, you know, now we're doing a completely different story in a completely different place. Like, I will rein things in. Like, I think I would run probably a tighter ship than what is there now, but I don't like having the timer on me. Because I did those one shots and stuff, and that was the part that I hated, was knowing like, ugh, I got to wrap this up. Like, I would have loved to let Scott and Bo just burn down that library and explore what the results of that would have been, which probably would have been them getting arrested, and just seeing where it goes. But when you know, like, no, I have this week and maybe next week, and I gotta tell this story, you have to be like, hey guys, I know you're really dead set on burning down this library, but I have to just staunchly be like, no, let's move on. And I don't think that that's fun. I don't think it's fun for the players, and I don't think it's fun for the DM. I would love to see Murgit come back. Murgit was fun. He was a good character. I was surprised how much everybody liked that character. Yeah, one shots are really DM focused, require rails to complete. I think that's true, and I think I learned a lot in doing a few on what is stronger to do as a DM, how to build better scenarios for that. A lot of that learned from Kyle. Like, I think Kyle very expertly did that with the Delvers campaign, because Kyle treated every episode for the most part as a one shot, and then stitched it all together as a campaign. I think he did a very good job. It still felt a little stilted for me as a result. Like, a lot of the things I don't like about one shots were very present week to week in his campaign. As a result, like, I think the best example I can give for that, this isn't a criticism of Kyle. Like just to be clear, I think he did a fantastic job. This is more of a criticism of one-shot mentality versus campaign mentality. If you look at the Waste campaign and you think about Stanley, Nash, Varel, and Hope, you have probably a pretty good sense of how those characters feel about each other and what the nature of their relationship is. When you take a look at the characters from Delvers, I don't think you fully understand, I don't think I understand the relationship of them as a team. Besides the fact that they took jobs together. Because the nature of the, like, one-off doesn't make for a lot of sitting down, getting to know each other moments. And yeah, they're like coworkers. That's a really good way to say it. Like, they work together. Like, but you know, Stanley and Nash, for all the shit they give each other, care about each other. Right? Like, it's clear. Because they've had enough time to show that. Because that's the difference between a campaign and a one-shot. And because, to me, I care less about going through the dungeon and doing the fight. That relationship aspect is more important to me. So I miss that very much in the Delvers campaign. And it feels like a big empty gap when I think about that campaign, which was otherwise... Again, the amount of stuff I learned from Kyle on how to keep people focused and how to make a one shot, even though it's just one episode, really feel big and epic while still being very self-contained was a lot. I think, again, he did an amazing job. But I also think that campaign showed the shortcomings of doing one shot content. As far as from a design aspect, right? So, you know, and you also, I think, to be fair to everybody, I think it can also go the other way. Like, I think the Waste campaign has also been just as guilty of being too flighty and all over the place. The most common criticism we get or heard, the amount of people we had say, like, I was interested up until you guys went to Sigil, and then I just lost interest because it was just like, what is this campaign doing? Like, I've heard multiple people say that was when they lost interest in the show and in the campaign. And I get that. Like, I think that there is having a hand too firm on the wheel, and I think that there is having a hand too loosely on the wheel. And I think that we have at times done both. And so I understand why people would feel that way. I think if I were to pick a point where There Will Be Dungeons was at its best, I think the initial journey into the Teat or Tiet Kala was probably when it was at its best. I think the early days there were very, very good. And then I would say a close second was the stuff in El Handar. Like, I think that's when it has been at its absolute best. And I think that if you look at Bo's DM style in both of those places, I think the thing that I would say as a player is it felt free, but not so free that it went completely off the rails. Kyle inspired me to start DMing a campaign with a guild at the center. My guild master is a centaur and has a large room called the Great Shame, which is dozens of ladders and ropes and stairs to train centaurs on. I think that's cool. I think Kyle's idea of a guild of adventurers is a fantastic starting point for any campaign. Like, I think he has like full on a perfect template for like, plop this in your setting, say it's, you know, the Adventurers Guild of this. I also think it's funny because he wasn't playing Final Fantasy at the time, and it's 100% what is in Final Fantasy as well. But yeah, I think it's just perfect. In my opinion, when the solar mines didn't end the campaign, I was really confused. A little bit, me too. I'm a little surprised we're still going. I was a little surprised that it kept going beyond it, and then I was a little more surprised when it kept going beyond that, and now it feels like it's open again in a weird way, and I'm even more surprised that we're here. I think if you ask Bo about it, he'd probably turn around and be like, well, you guys did it, but it doesn't feel like we did it. Like, that's the other thing, is it's like, I don't feel like we intentionally steered the campaign where we're at. And I feel like if you were like, well, whose fault is it we're here? I feel like it would just be the players pointing at the DM and the DM pointing at the players, and nobody really knows how we're here. And that's what I mean about maybe the hands too loosely on the wheel. Because I don't know that we're where the players want to be, and I don't know that we're where the DM wants to be. And if that's the case, how are we here? If it's not what the players wanted to do, and it's not what the DM wanted to do, then why are we here? I'm only at episode 20 of the way, so it's going to take some time to catch up. Yeah, you got ways to go. And who knows? Who knows how long it's going to take? And sometimes you have to ask, where is the wheel? Yeah, that's true too. I think that's actually where we're at right now, is where's the wheel? Who's holding it? Why is this the way it is? Yeah, also spoilers. I think when Nash introduces himself as Nash Maggard of the Solar Mines, you would be crazy not to put your money that we were going to go to the Solar Mines at some point. You know? I think it's been a lot of ideas on what that would be and when we would go and all of that, but I don't think you have a character like Nash who talks about the solar mines the way he does, and you don't stick with it. You know, you don't go there. It'll be interesting. I am curious to see how it wraps up, especially because there was a point. I don't want to say too much because I just don't want to put anybody in an uncomfortable position. But there was some doubt as to whether or not Bo wanted to return to DMing. He ended up being very excited for it. So, you know, it's all good. There's nothing weird there. But there was a point where Bo was not sure if he was going to be coming back, and we were not sure if he was coming back. And I think it was mostly a case of just communication hadn't continued very heavily as to figuring out what was going on. And we were getting closer and closer to the end of Delvers, and we still didn't know if Bo was coming back. And I penned out an ending to the Waste campaign. And so I will be, like, we're already so far in a different place from where I was thinking of ideas to go. But we had it as a backup plan of what to do if Bo decided not to return. And I had how I was going to end it. I think Bo is already doing way more creative stuff than what I had planned, but I did have an ending to the Waste campaign in mind. And I don't know if I would have taken us to the solar mines. I can't remember now. It's actually... I think we had the trianglosphere idea at the time, so I think it might have been a part of it. But it's been a while. It was a fun thing to do, though, to try and come up with an ending for a campaign where you don't know what's going on because you want to be surprised by the DM. So that was a interesting little exercise. But I thought that first episode back from Bo was excellent. I thought it was one of the best episodes he's ever done. Hope is going to start a relationship with her nephew without knowing it's her nephew, then burn a town to the ground. Story concluded. What's that referencing? Because I don't think that's even close. Anyway, we should probably play a video game, guys. We talked about D&D a long time. I'm gonna run out of what to put up for pictures for the whole stream. Oh, Game of Thrones. That's right. I mean, there was a whole section of There Will Be Dungeons, which was basically Game of Thrones. That might have been... No, I don't think that was my least favorite section of the game, but I was not thrilled about it. And I was watching Game of Thrones at the time, but it was the last thing that I wanted to be doing in my D&D. Like, I did not want it to continue into another medium. It was like, I get enough of this from the show. Are we getting a whole stream again? Wasn't sure if they weren't performing well and you stopped just because sick. Yes, they're coming back. You will see them again and again for anybody that is watching this as the whole stream and you're going, there's a weird gap. I didn't do it for the past couple because we basically just got right into the gameplay anyway. And what little talking I did was basically me going, I'm sick, I don't feel good. And then I'll play video game. That was like basically it. I will say this, the whole stream actually, not that either do great numbers on YouTube. I don't do any numbers on YouTube, just to be clear. If you hear that and that makes you sad, like and subscribe. But I will say that in general, more people watch the whole stream than watch just the VOD of the gameplay. So... I don't know, I guess that makes me feel good that people would rather hear me talk, but, you know, we also got to play a video game. So we got to do that. Because that's the only time I get to play video games, you guys. Like, there are times when I'm doing prep for core, and I'm like, the only video games I played was if I was streaming. That is sad and unfortunate. So, you know, it's where we're at. But I mean, I could grow the YouTube channel. Like, it's definitely a case of, I think currently YouTube is more watched for very specific things. I think long form streams are probably not top of mind for a lot of people. The watch time is very high, so not a lot of people watch it on YouTube. But the ones that do watch like the entire thing, and kudos to you if that's what you're doing. I could probably grow the YouTube channel if I did a little more videos. Like I did the WoW video with the infamously clickbaity icon. And that's like by far the biggest video I've ever done on the channel. I would like to do more videos like that, but it's got to be more interesting than me sitting in front of the words intermission, please wait. And I just don't have time to do video editing right now. And I don't have a setup that's there. So I just got a lot of work to do and no time to do it. But maybe now that I've been sick for over a week and I'm feeling better, maybe that will motivate me to get some of the work done. And not only that, but not this weekend, but next weekend, my family is going on vacation. I am going to have some time to myself. And with that, I could probably spend a little more time putting things together, like, you know, a stream setup where I can do more reactionary content, which creates a video in and of itself, be able to edit more stuff together, be able to write, be able to build the Patreon, all the stuff I want to do that I currently don't have time to do, might be able to fit that in, or at least some of it over that weekend. Why do people like top 10s? I don't know, but they do. Yeah, I'm one of them too. Yeah, 100%. They do. Everybody wants to hear a top 10. Final Fantasy XIV top 5 or top 10 videos. People love their top 5s. Yeah, also I've noticed people respond pretty well to like a weird number. Like, I always want to do top 5, top 10, but like so many things are like, here's 6 things that are really good. And you're like, why is it 6? But what happened? Well, we could do that. We absolutely could. Yeah, I'd love to do stuff like that. Like, I think about that stuff all the time just on my own, not as content, but like the other day I was walking around and I was like, I'm being 100% serious about this. I was literally just walking around the house and I went, I wonder which Final Fantasy had the best party. And I was like, you can't really count 1 because you just sort of picked jobs and they didn't really have personalities. But 2 had characters, 3 didn't, 4 did, 5 did still, even though it had a job system. And I was like, man, I should rank all of the like best parties of Final Fantasy. Like, which one is the best? Because I've been thinking about it because I remember thinking 8 had a fantastic party, but like having played it again, like Squall, Zell, Quistis, Renoa, like they're all just like angsty teens. Like white angsty teens, the party is like basically what you get in Final Fantasy VIII. I was like, what a weird generic party that is. Like, that's really weird. Compared to 7 where it's like, and this one's a cat wolf. Like that, like all of a sudden we're already better. So, that might have to wait though till we're caught up or be split into eras again. Although the NES era would be pretty easy. It would be 2, the one that had a party, as opposed to 1 and 3, which did not. You should review other lists and tell us why they're all shit. I actually had that idea. It wasn't a video list. It was a written list. And it made me so angry. And I was like, man, I need to review other people's lists to tell people whether they're right or wrong. I can't remember what it was, but it was some like tier list of something. And I was like, this is so wrong. We got to talk about this. Maybe that will be that could be a regular feature for the whole stream. I would love to pull up. Maybe we start with just word lists and we make our way through them. But I would love to critique other people's top lists, especially like big gaming sites like Kotaku and IGN, because they just notoriously put together the most shit lists I've ever seen in my life with like absolutely no thought. I mean, some of that, it's all clickbait, right? Like, and it doesn't really matter. Like, because there's only kind of 2 types of lists. You're either trying to make a legitimately good list, or you have a weird offset opinion, and you want to make a list just to get that opinion out there. Like, if you do the top Final Fantasy games, you're either doing it because you want to actually say, like, hey, I played them all. This is what I think the list is in terms of quality and why, and this is what I feel. or you think Final Fantasy 2 is for some stupid ass reason the best Final Fantasy, and you just have to make a list that puts it on top so that it'll generate buzz and attention. Like, that's the kind of lists that are out there. And I'd love to take those lists and blow those up. I think they do those lists on purpose to generate people clicking them and critiquing them. Yeah, it gets dialogue, it gets chat, it gets people looking at it. Like, I saw a news article today. I saved the image because I wanted to tweet about it. So I'm going to show you this. Like, this made me so mad. Like, this is the level of clickbait that we have now. Like, look at this. Why Better Call Saul was canceled and the chances of season 7 or a spinoff. It wasn't canceled. What the fuck are you doing? Like, that's just not true. Like, it ended. It had an ending. It had a great ending. What the hell is wrong with people? Like, it's aired. It didn't get canceled. Oh my gosh. Pisses me off stuff like that. Just to get people to click, or just to have that headline so that it can be the thing that pops up if people go, was Better Call Saul canceled? And that article will be the thing that pops up because they're the only ones stupid enough to put it in their dumb headline. It's the worst. It's the absolute worst, and they deserve all the critical breakdowns they're going to get. And you know what? If they're going to profit off the clicks, then I deserve to profit off making fun of their stupid clicks. Frodo destroys ring, refuses to renew for a fourth movie. Yep. And the amount here, oh man, Kyle just put me on another one. The one that bugs me the most is meet the actor that's replacing whoever in whatever Marvel movie, and it's because they have a different voice actor for some cartoon that's coming out. It couldn't be a more misleading title if it tried. They're not replacing them. They haven't recast the role. I mean, they sort of have. They have enough credibility to sit there and be like, I mean, technically it's recast. Sure. But you all know what you're doing. You all know what you did. Hand sanitizer, gifting a sub to Kyle Ferguson. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, hand sanitizer. Thanks. Welcome to the club, Kyle. Good to have you here, man. Yep. Enjoy it. Enjoy the newfound power. Amazing. All right. We should actually get to the game. I have more than made up for the fact that I couldn't talk with you all reasonably for the past several days by, I don't know, railing on about D&D and clickbait articles and lists and everything else we talked about. This has been a long one. I hope that made up for the fact that I haven't been around doing it for a little bit. And now we'll get to the actual content of the stream. Although there's a lot of people that are just going to be like, oh, he's going to play games now? F that. I'm out of here. So maybe the content was over for you. Now we're getting into the part you ignore, or the part that, I don't know. Here's what I would rather believe. I would rather believe that this is the part of the show where you turn around and you go, now I get to game along with John. He's now over relegated to his second monitor. He's going to keep his dumb opinions to himself. Now I'm going to game. I'm going to get some stuff done while he gets some stuff done. And it's going to be good. It's going to be great. That was a long intermission. It was. It always is. Every time. This graphic needs to go away, but this is the best window for this because it puts the chat up there and it's got my dumb logo. I'm very large in the screen, which is, I guess, important. I used to be... Oh, no, pointing to the wrong one. I used to be in this window, and it was just... that made me feel better as somebody that doesn't like to see themselves. That I was happier, but this makes more sense. All right, guys. You know what we do, and it's time to do it. I should start the game. I don't know what we do. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's get it. Here we go. Hello, everybody. It's been a while. It has indeed been, well, it's been a day. Here's what you don't know, though. I accidentally deleted this game off my computer the other day. I reinstalled it and the mods for it. And the good news is my save was saved. So we're still good, but here we are. We're out here on the plains. I think I came out here to level up abilities, and then I discovered that Zidane was just getting his ass kicked by literally everything. And that's not a good idea. So I've got everything equipped right now. I think we're good. We're going to go back into Lindblum. We're going to continue. And if we're going to do any grinding, we clearly need a party to do it. Who's this lady? She's checking me out. Did you come to Lindblum to shop? There are so many more shops here than there are in my hometown. Let's talk to this guy. Wow. How do they carve stone like this? I think we already talked to them. Papa's airship fighter is so cool. When I grow up, I'm gonna fly with Papa. Alright, let's just start checking out stores and stuff. Oh, we got an active time event. Wow, this nut smells really good. That's what she said. I think I'll buy one. This place has a lot of unusual things. Is this food? It looks good. It looks like the sesame buns that Grandpa used to make. Wow, there's gonna be a festival? Hi, I want to buy this. Oh, are you friends with the Moogles? Huh? That item is called a Kupo nut. Kupo nuts are Moogles' favorite food. Oh, I didn't know that. I think that's the last one. Go ahead, honey. It's on me. You know what a shop never did for me? Ever. Tell me that, you know what, this is on us. You look like a nice kid. Go ahead and take it. The amount of times I stood out in front of video game stores looking like a sad orphan hoping somebody would buy me a new video game never happened. And the clerk never gave me a video game either. They did give me a job once though, so, you know, you gotta be careful. What is this Festival of the Hunt like? Well, we let a bunch of animals loose and... Oh, there's gonna be a lot of animals. It sounds like fun, thank you. What's so fun about fighting savage beasts? Wait a minute, did I say animals again? Wait a minute, why are we here? I was going into a shop. What happened? Oh, I guess that's where that goes. That's weird. Transportation sure has come a long way. When I was young, we used to ride chocobos. They're much slower than these air cabs. It used to take at least an hour to get to the theater district. For the next 3 days, air cabs will operate on the Festival of the Hunt schedule. Alright. Good day. You don't get to just type posture. You have to redeem posture, and my posture is fine. I'll bet you 2 cheeseburgers Ivan's gonna win. Okay, you're on. I love that they're betting cheeseburgers. Go away. I'm trying to remember what I have to do. I enjoyed your Final Fantasy XIV corner on core Curious to see the island biz when I get there. It's funny, Kyle, because I know you occasionally listen to Core, and as a result, and I should do this anyway, but I just want you to know that it's you that's in my head. Whenever I talk about it, I'm like, okay, I can't spoil anything up to Shadowbringers. So let's keep all the Shadowbringers stuff at a minimum. Alright, I had to check. Got a voicemail. It's no big deal. Alright. Let's keep going. Darn, they're not selling at all. Gisal pickles are good, but they smell really bad. Let's see. I'm getting sick. The air is so bad here. It smells like a big oil refinery. Man, don't talk about getting sick. Who's this lady? Let's talk to her. I just came here to watch the festival, but I guess they'll expect some souvenirs. What a bummer. I hate buying gifts. I was thinking of buying some oglop oil, but it's so disgusting. Go in here. Hello. Oh, I thought his name was Crack Fiend. I'm not playing cards with you. This card game sucks, but we're not doing it. We will steal all your shit. It's no triple triad. If you wanted to have a fun card game in Final Fantasy IX, you should have just put in triple triad. Hey, did you hear? A theater ship blew up and crashed in Alexandria. There's been a lot of commotion in Alexandria lately. Would you like to buy a flower pot? You can use it as cookware too. I'm carrying a lot of nice pots right now. I bet you are. Rio, I'm bored. Let's go to another store. Come on. In a minute. Jeez. It's my favorite NPCs in this whole game right here. I remember a guy with spiky hair who carried something like this. Yeah, which guy was that? Big old swords like that. If you want to come out on top in the festival, you should definitely buy some weapons here. I don't know if that voice fits that guy. This is the voice it did. We already got one of those. We got one of those. A javelin. I feel like we have so much money that we should just buy stuff. We got one of those. Do we need a fork? I don't know if we need a fork. We'll buy a fork. Why not? This is an upgrade for 3 people. Yeah, buy it. We were so loved by so many people, like, just buy it. That's what I say. Although, don't buy headgear. What the hell is this? Elemental defense. Water damage reduced by 50. Oop. Oh, shit. Hit the wrong thing a bunch of times. A linen cuirass. Alright. Bought enough stuff. Yeah, I mean, you gotta buy you gotta buy this stuff. So for example, like, okay, we're learning abilities, we've learned abilities. We've learned abilities, so he can equip this right away. Because that's all good. Nothing doing there, though. Equip. Alright, we gotta figure this out, though. What's this do? Steel gill along with items. That's nice. I do like that. We don't need that. What's this do? Prevents poison and venom. That's nice. I think that's probably the direction we go. Although if I keep just buying random shit from shops, I probably do need to steal gill as well as items. Oh look, it's the shop where they just give people stuff. Why do you have a Toy of the Queen on your counter? I think you're gonna need some medicine if you're gonna participate in the festival. Who told you that? What's this do? Cure silence? Alright, let's get up to 5 of those. Soft. 5 of those. 7, 7, 3. Okay, that all seems fine. Can I buy this figure? I want this figure of the queen. Look at it. 'Tis grotesque. I would like it. Ah! It's Hannah! We don't have many items in stock today because Southgate is under repair. Kupo nut, Moogle's favorite food, sold out. Hey, who bought the last Kupo nut? Hopefully they paid a lot for it, with it being the last one and all. Alright, what's in here? Nothing. It's not for us. It's for other people. The fire's too strong. How many times do I have to tell you? A few degrees can make the difference between a good weapon and a bad one. Use a lower flame. Stop nagging. We've got a customer. When is he gonna get it through his head? Hello. How's it going? Do you want me to make you something for the festival? Look at that. That's good. Yeah, make me that. Make me the ogre. Desert boots. Does it do something? Boots with good traction. Earth damage reduced by 50%. Buckle protected by mysterious powers. Well, we'll stick with that for right now. But I think I do need to learn the ability on my weapon. Don't forget the coffee for the old man on the hill. Where do they sell coffee? Who has coffee? I'll buy it if somebody's selling it. I love buying coffee. Just point me in the direction of it. Mysterious powers. Look at this guy, he's frozen. Hello. I hate the Festival of the Hunt. My father gets injured every year. Oh, puppy. Oh, that's a very cute puppy. He's great. I want him to join me. Lady with an apron. This church has been here for a long time. It's been here since before the city was even built, when this entire area was a forest. I don't know why, but this church began the Festival of the Hunt tradition. Maybe this church just hates people being in good health. I found a tent in this grass. Hell yeah. Old man with a cane. I can't wait for the festival to start. It's going to be exciting. Originally, the people of Limblum were hunters. The tradition of the festival began around that time. The Festival of the Hunt is neither a joke nor a traditional pastime. It is a way of life. It draws on your deepest strength and redefines your courage. Be aware. go up here. Sweet, I found a leather plate. The founder of Lindblom, Sid the First, was the winner of the first festival. Sid the First built this church to pass on the tradition of the festival. Wake up, Grandma. I swear, she sleeps everywhere. It's true, she does. Okay, where do we gotta go? Just in case anybody forgot I was sick, that was a reminder. Oh, this is to leave. We don't want to leave. Let's go to the theater district. I'm trying to die quieter. I turned away. The problem is the microphone's like, ooh, a cough. Let's make sure we capture that. Air cabs are convenient, but I wish they looked more stylish. It looks so mundane, just like everything else in this town. Welcome to the theater district. Just so you know, air cabs run non-stop, round the clock. Good day. Shit, I talked to him again. Alright, this time I will die quieter because I'm actually aware that the cough is coming, and I'm going to mute for it. I'm lost again. Where is the princess? The town is big. The castle is big. Why does everything have to be so big? Pardon me. Can you tell me where I am? What? You're lost? Gee. You're a soldier, for crying out loud. This is the bridge that connects the castle and the airship docks. That big building in front of us houses the docks. What is that large airship? Amazing, isn't it? It's the Hildegard 2. Since it is equipped with a steam engine developed by the regent himself, it can fly without mist. Impossible! How can it fly without being powered by mist? What cave did you just crawl out of? It's the age of steam power. The source of steam power is water. It's much safer than mist. A bright future awaits us all. The card game is really popular right now, especially in the theater district. Almost everyone here plays. Not me. My wife is a crazy LOL fan. I tell you, she acts like a child when she talks about him. I'm just a big fan, that's all, but my husband gets so jealous. Thump, 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 thump. I scared the birds. I like to come here and feed the pigeons. I got ore. I'm looking forward to the festival. I'm gonna use the festival as the theme for my next painting. Well, good. You should. Don't let me stop you. Yeah, I know. I scared the pigeons away. I'm kind of a dick. It's fine, though. I'm gonna do it again, so... Ah! Ma'am? She's late. What's Marissa doing? Oh, hell. Hey, where are you going? Why are you being weird? Oh, lol. I can't believe his tour ends today. I wonder if he'll eat my cookies. Stop pushing. Hey, who are you? Who am I? I'm Sir Zidane of Tantalus, the greatest bandit in the world. Have you ever heard of him? No. Go away, stop bothering us. Ouch. Hurry up. Where's Lowell? How much longer do we have to wait? Please, he'll be here in a minute. Kiss me, Lola. Hi, everyone. I love you. What's so special about him? Thanks. I love you guys. See you all again. Good lord. Ouch. Damn, I can't see a thing. Thank you for coming to see Moogle Wannabe 2, Kupo. We don't care about you and your stupid show. We came to see Lowell. Phew. Hey, you're... No, I'm not! Ow! Poor guy. It's tough being popular. I should know. Catch that Moogle. I want to talk to him. Where'd he go? I figured there wouldn't be anybody here. Looks like no one's been here for a while. What to do? What to do? Jeez, it's that late already? I wonder what Dagger's doing. No, I want to chase the Moogle! A bell's ringing. A performance in the theater district must have just ended. Is there anything you need, Your Highness? No, thank you. I'm thinking of going outside and having a look around. I'm sorry, Your Highness, but we cannot grant this request. Right now, there are many people coming to Limblum for the Festival of the Hunt. Therefore, things are quite chaotic in town, making security rather difficult. Also, very few people know of your presence here. It's for your own safety. Please understand. Okay, I understand. I can't stand sitting around like this. I didn't come here to be protected. I just want to help Mother. There he is! I told you he'd be here. Why didn't you tell us that you were back? We're in Tantalus too, you know. What? Yeah. Uncle Baku said if we find some treasure, we can be in Tantalus too. Yeah, check this out. Wow, those are Trick Sparrow's wings. That sure is some treasure you found, alright. Yay! Yippee! So, did the plan work? Yeah, Princess Garnet is at the castle. Really? Wow. So, what's she like? Is she cute? Did you ask her out yet? No, I think she's pretty busy. Plus, she's a princess, and I'm, you know, so I don't know. I bet she misses you. Yeah, you should go see her. Good luck. See ya. I wonder if she got to talk to Sid. Maybe I should go see her. 97 gil. 68 gil. 282 gil. Mini Burmecia. Oh, that's for the ladder. Sometimes the little exclamation marks linger in a way where you think it's for something else. Achoo! Huh, that tasted good. I can't believe we found a way out of the evil forest before it got petrified. It's all thanks to our bro who pointed out the river before he took the map to Zidane. What do we do now, boss? We gotta save our brother. You're right. But first, we'll let the guys outside drink some water from the lake. Cinna, bring them over. Hey, about blank. I think it's better that Evil Forest stays petrified. Are you serious? Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying this out of concern for our safety. Then why? I'm sure he wouldn't want to be saved if it meant Evil Forest was going to be restored too. You're right. We gotta start looking. There's gotta be another way to cure his petrification somehow. We ain't too late. We gotta do what we can. I got you, boss. Hey, Cinna, what are you doing over there? This spring water might make some good coffee. I'll get the fixins'. Do I gotta remind you what happens to members who don't listen to their boss? No, please, not that. I'll bring everybody over right now. Alright, now we can chase the Moogle. He must have gone this way. You were at the theater. Oh, please don't tell anyone about this. Please, I'll give you this. Oh, sweet. Got an autograph. Thanks as always, Michael. Jeez, I can't finish my painting with you bothering me every day. Come on, forget about the painting. Let's work together. You can express your artistic talents on stage, too. Don't ever compare your acting with my art. If you're done with your business, get out of here. Fine. What a waste of talent. What do I do with a Moogle suit? That's exciting. Apparently it's a key item. Oh, it's so well made. The fabric is nice too. Little Ilya would love it. I can't have it. Alright, well that's all exciting. What other districts can we visit here? I can't get up the stairs. The fact that you can't wear it is unforgivable. Game is literally unplayable. You know, it is a shame. Good day. Nimitz. Making those air cabs required a lot of effort. I nearly lost my arm during the construction. Alright. I'm sorry, I guess. The regent built this statue when Sid the Eighth passed away. Sid VIII developed the first mispowered airship in 1762, led the airship armada in 1771, and brought peace to the continent. Died in 1780. In honor of my father, Sid IX. Most engineers are weird. Why is that? Hey, what do you think? In the front? No, putting it in the back is more effective. Putting the engine in the front provides more stability but less power. Well, I'm sorry I chose wrong. The store has moved to Falgar Plaza in the business district. This is amazing. You can't find architecture like this anywhere. The Regency is so advanced. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like hanging out in Disneyland in this game. I kind of like it. Sid VIII, who developed the first mispowered engine, had a pet cat. Since then, a lot of engineers went out to get cats. I have my own too. Her name is Gypsy. Is she up there? Ah, nothing like an icy cold root beer after a hard day's work. Grandma's been busy selling her pickles lately, and she hasn't given me any attention. Sometimes I think she loves her pickles more than she loves me. Oh, I'm sorry. We're all out of dark stew. What the fuck does that mean? Brr. Guy's name is Cujo. Hello. Hey, Zidane. Good timing. I just came up with a new dish that I want you to try. No thanks. I'm full right now. Yeah? That's too bad. So, what's the deal? He can't cook? Is that what we're to take away from this? Guess what? When I grow up, I'm going to become an airship engineer. I'm going to build a really big airship so I can go everywhere with all of my friends. You know what this is? You're not going to believe it. It's a steam engine. It's still a prototype. The house gets hot as hell whilst this baby's running. That's the only problem. I'm getting thin from sweating so much. Mimic card. Will not be used in any way. A steepled hat. Great. Alright, I feel like we've now explored all the districts. Except for the castle district. Which I think is where we need to go to continue the story anyway. So let's go do that. Lindblom Castle. Whoa. I guess that's the departing one. Statue of Cid Fabul I by Laurent Court Artisan, to commemorate the birth of Cid I. The airship dock and the air cab terminal are beyond here secure, sir. Guy's acting suspicious. Looks like there's no place to insert the metal. What a weird thing to say. Is that like a Resident Evil reference? Sorry, only authorized personnel can use the lift. Am I authorized? No, I guess. I guess no is the answer to that question. Oh man, we're gonna have to talk to Steiner. What are you doing here? You! What have you done with the princess? Where is she? Oh, take it easy, I just got here. The princess is gone! She was supposed to stay in this room. Maybe she went out for a little walk. How can you be so calm? This is a very serious matter. Have you forgotten all the danger she faced just to get here? What if something terrible happens to her? What am I doing here? I must go find her. Out of my way. Lootin'. Oh, Moogle. Great. Can I help you, Kupo? We have a letter for him. It's a letter from Kumop. Kupo Kupo. Crisco P. Joe. Thank you so much for following. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Thank you very much, Kupo Kupo. Stiltskin visited me, Kupo. He said he found a place that seemed interesting, and then he left. I wish he stayed longer, Kupo. Where did he go anyway? Let me know when you find out, Kupo. Stiltskin, Stiltskin. Kupo, Kupo. I wonder if he stopped in Lindblom. You got anything else? No? I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Atla. Okay. Thanks, Kupo. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save while we're here. Why not? Let's save, Kupo. I wonder where she went. This is a restricted area. That song. I've heard it somewhere before. That sweet voice. It's Dagger. She's upstairs. Sorry, only authorized personnel can use the lift. Man, I gotta get past this guy somehow. Maybe if I disguise myself as a guard, he'll let me through. Well, that's convenient. I know a guard that happens to be sleeping. Big Dirt Nasty. Woo! Friday! Final Fantasy. Hell yeah. We're doing it. Hey, wake up! Huh? I just saw a suspicious character wandering around. What? Where? Upstairs. Follow me. No, in here. Alright, you bastard, show yourself. Hey, what are you doing? That was easy. I should be able to get on the lift now. I wonder if I can talk to that other guard that wouldn't let me by, though. Can we go past him? Good day, sir. Oh, he's fine with it, but we can't get past him. Good day, sir. Something about the lift. I hit the button too quick. If this guy sees me, am I gonna get attacked? He just doesn't care. You! What do you think you're doing? Wake up! How dare you sleep on duty? Whew, that was close. Alright, we'll sneak up this way. This is a sneaking mission. What? A girl? Oh yeah, I saw her go upstairs just a while ago. If she's hiding, she should probably not sing. But that's fine. The birds are all drawn to that location. She's a Disney princess, all right. Nice song. How did you get up here? This is a restricted area. Come on, I do this for a living. Oh, yeah, you're a member of Tantalus. It must have been easy for you. Whew, what a view. Hey, there's a telescope. Let's go check it out. Come on. I found some birds. Oh. The Herbs Mountains. Those are the mountains that surround Burmecia. I guess the best way to get there is through the cavern at the base. Oh, there's South Gate. I wonder if they've started repairing it. It'll probably take a while to fix everything. Alexandria is beyond those mountains. I bet they're looking for us. Hey, there's a chocobo. Maybe I can catch a chocobo in that forest. Alright, what else we got? There's probably a lot of weird things living there. Maybe I should check it out sometime. That river flows right by South Gate. You can get to the gate by walking along the river. Let me see. Yeah, Zidane, you really been hogging this telescope. How's the view? I've made so much trouble for everyone. Well, Uncle Sid knew everything. That's why he asked Tantalus to get me out of Alexandria. No matter how hard I try, I'm always a step behind in everything. I'm so helpless. What's wrong? Zidane, why did you help me come here to Lindblom? Is it because your boss ordered you to? I just wanted to help you, that's all. The boss didn't agree with me, so I ended up leaving the band. Really? I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. It isn't the first time I've left. Zidane? Yeah? Oh, how were you planning to abduct me? We were gonna put you to sleep with sleeping weed, then kidnap you. It's mostly used for kids, but a big dose can knock out an adult just as easily. I guess you didn't need it since I came along on my own. Hey, would you mind giving me some? Oh man, she's turning me into a drug dealer. Not like this. She's asking me for weed. Well, it's probably legal here. It's fine. I've had a hard time sleeping lately. I don't think that's a good idea. You might get addicted. Maybe all you need is some company, huh? Oh, please. Do you think I'm that naive? Can't blame me for trying. That song, you were singing it in the village of Dolly. Yes, so you were up that night. What is that song anyway? I don't know. I can't even remember where I learned it. I sing it whenever I feel sad or lonely. That's me and the musical theme to Lon Lon Ranch from Zelda 64. I hum that song whenever I feel sad. I don't know why. I just always do. For some reason, it comforts me and reminds me that I'm not alone. I guess it's a mystical song. Let me hear it again. I never expected to find such fine armor in a place like this. Yes, I'll buy that one too. Who knows when that Braun will start another war? What? The Queen would never start a war? You dare speak ill of the Queen? Who the hell are you? I'm an armor collector. Oh, well in that case, can you recommend some good armor? I must go. Go, Knights of Pluto, yeah! What are those things? They look so stupid. I'm gonna take Sid's airships and destroy them. Hey, cut it out! You broke my night! I'm gonna tell your mom. No, come on. Royal action figures? Those black mages were like toys, being controlled by someone. The sky looks ominous. Something's about to happen. Sir Fratley, where are you? I need you. Okay. It should work now. Sire, it's no good. What? We can't stabilize the engine system. It can't run for more than 10 minutes. Darn it! My mind hasn't been the same since I became an Oglop. Hey, Dagger. So, when do you want to go on that airship cruise? What are you talking about? What am I thinking? I asked the girl at the... Never mind. Well, it sounds like you've asked the wrong girl. Mansdane, you effed up. Wait, I can explain. Why bother? Go, have a wonderful time. Oh, man. Okay, how about this? If I get first place in tomorrow's hunting festival, you and me will go out on a date. How does that have anything to do with me? Come on, please? Fine. Okay, it's a date. It may be tradition, but this is a dreadful festival. So many lives lost every year, especially because of him. Hardly. The festival is a test of manhood. I tingle with excitement every year. He tingles, you guys. This is the last carriage. All the preparations for the Festival of the Hunt are complete. Very good. Now we wait for the signal. Captain, yes, sir. Oh my gosh, it all fell apart immediately. The Fangs have been freed! What? We haven't even received the minister's authorization. We believe that they're going to release him any minute. Alright, Release the muss before they let him loose. Hurry! All is ready. Alright, stand by. This year's specimen is perfect. Nothing can stop him. What power. Hey, make him stop. It's too early to let him loose. How? I have no control over him. Damn it. Open the gate at once. The gate's gonna fall apart. Go, Zagnol! Where's Zidane? Please, Princess, you might actually enjoy it. Okay. I wonder if Zidane has improved his skills. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Alright, let's begin. Hunters on your mark. Ferocious beasts swarm about the castle town. The bigger the catch, the higher the score. The time limit is 12 minutes. Use air cabs to go to other districts. Once you lose in a battle, you will be forced to retire. The winner will be crowned Master Hunter and receive the Hunter's Reward. Who will come out on top? What do you wish for your Hunter's Reward? I'll go with Gil all the way. I'll take an add-on. And you, Mr. Vivi? What? I never signed up. I thought you would do pretty well, so I signed you up. Don't worry, with your black magic, it'll be a piece of cake. I don't know. That was very inconsiderate of you, Zidane. Oh. How about this? If you win, I'll fix you up for a date with Dagger. Me and the princess? Shh, keep it down. What was that? You just mentioned the princess. What evil deeds are you plotting now? It's nothing, right, Vivi? Yeah. So, what would you like for your reward? Oh, I'll take a card. Okay, Gil, an add-on, and a card. The festival will begin shortly. You all have different starting points. Hunter Zidane will start in the Theater District, Hunter Freya will start in the Industrial District, and Hunter Vivi will start in the Business District. So, I vaguely remember that the reward for Freya is the best reward. And I think there's a trick to having her win that involves Zidane dying. Does anybody know if that's true? My vague recollections are holding up. Can we get by this guy yet? Wish you luck in the festival. Just gotta let her get the killing blow on Zagnol in the last couple minutes, I think. Yeah, but I think there's something where, like, Zidane has to be dead for her to do that. I could be wrong. Also, it's really weird hearing this music because I associate this music with Final Fantasy XIV and the Crystal Conflict. Such rudeness, Princess! They are treating you like a commoner! Oh, hush, we get a great view from here. You're right. I can see the entire town. Princess, look! Mr. Vivi is also participating. I can't believe it. He seemed reluctant earlier. Master Vivi! The Princess and I are rooting for you! Come on, Vivi. You can do it. No, Master Vivi. Look out. Oh gosh, I can't watch anymore. You can't win just by running. A good offense is the best defense. Attack. You can't lose to that monkey, Zidane. Yes, that's it. Now's your chance. One more time. Vivi, behind you. Yes, go. I mean, we gotta fight some stuff, right? Damn. Done. I lead with 11 points. I'm so good at this. Why is my health so low? Alright, we're fine. Hey, a bird. We'll fight a bird. Have a good night, Star Fury Zeta. Gennaro leads with 34 points. Oh my gosh, he's doing so much better than me. Who the hell's Gennaro? There's a wolf over there. Hey wolf, come here. Come here, yeah. Yeah. I'll fight you. I mean, I don't want to lose. I'd rather Freya wins, but I want to be, you know, a close second here. There we go. Zidane leads again. Oh man, Gennaro's after it again too. Yep. Well, this isn't helping me at all. How do we get this bird? There we go. There's the bird. Man, Gennaro's still leading. That's not good. We gotta beat him. Let's go to another district. Let's go to the business district. Oh, Vivi's in the lead. Good for Vivi. Okay, let's not leave the town. Okay, I stood there and I got attacked by a bird. Oh, it didn't kill the bird instantly, man. Zidane, you're losing your edge. Oh, look at that. That thing was worth a lot. We're doing good. Oh, shit. We're getting attacked by a lot of monsters here. We gotta be careful. To get her prize and get the steals, Zidane has to be okay, and she has to be alive when the time runs out, or she beats it. Oh, so wait, Zidane can't die? Oh, Zidane has to be knocked out, and she has to be alive when time... Okay. Freya's in the lead, so that's what we want, right? Where does the boss monster spawn? Which district is it in? Because we can head there. Is it in this one? Man, why can't I participate? Oh no, Vivi's leading! We can't have Vivi lead! How do we get Freya back in the lead? Will she do it on her own? Maybe we have to fight a wolf. He is starting to get a little low on health though. I am worried about that. I want him to be able to steal stuff. I don't want him to die. There we go.
Just saying hi before I go back to soup and sleep. Have a great stream.
Hey Ben, are you under the weather too, man? Good to see ya. Sorry if you're not feeling well. You didn't get the COVID too, did ya? And thank you for the sub. Okay, Freya's leading. Freya's back in charge. No, just sick. That's no fun, man. Oh, I feel like I should help this lady and her dog. Oh shit, that put me ahead. Oh, there goes Vivi. He's getting chased. There's a bird. Okay, Freya's in the lead again. Zidane, help! Hey, big boy, turn around. Damn, you're ugly. Allow me to help. Okay, but I get to finish him. I've got a date with Dagger on the line. You're ridiculous. Fine, as you wish. Okay, we got a needle fort. It won't be hard for Zidane to get killed that way. Mithril gloves. Oh Oh, shit. He got super killed. He maybe got a little too killed. I feel like the timing on the jump is off. I'm still getting hit. Oh, no. I'm technically not getting hit, but... you know what I mean. I guess we actually have to kill him, so... we do need to put in the work here. It's alright. We got plenty of time for more jumps. We got this. I mean, I would have liked for Zidane to get another hit in, but this is fine. There we go. Zidane has retired.
That was marvelous, all of you.
219 points. Congratulations.
We grant you the Master Hunter.
I guess that's the title.
And your reward.
Coral Ring? Master Hunter. Oh no, it's a thing. My hat's off to you, Freya. I don't know how you racked up so many points. The fruits of my training, I suppose. Regent! Please, forgive my intrusion. I bring urgent news from our king.
The King of Burmecia?
Sire, you must not let him see you like this.
Take a good look at him. His injury has blinded him. Continue.
Our kingdom is being attacked by some unknown force. We are severely outmatched. Please send reinforcements immediately. Last part was me. I hiccuped. I'm sorry. The enemy looks like an army of mages wearing steeple-crowned hats.
The king and I are old friends. We will send reinforcements to Burmecia immediately.
Thank you, Regent. The king and all of Burmecia will be most grateful. I must return now.
Take him to the infirmary.
It's too late. He's gone. It's a miracle he even made it this far. I can't believe this is happening. This is a problem. Because of the festival, there are hardly any men left in the castle. It will take time to mobilize.
We have no choice. Call back the 4th Aerial Division patrolling the border.
But if we recall the 4th, we will lose our eyes over Alexandria.
What? Burmecia is our ally. We must help them.
Steeple-crowned hats. They might be black mages, like Vivi. It can't be. Could it be Mother? I must go now. I cannot sit and wait for reinforcements. I'm coming with you. No, this doesn't concern you. What's this? I'm a stranger all of a sudden? I'm not gonna sit back and watch your home get destroyed, alright? Thank you, Zidane. Can I come too? I want to find out who they really are. Sure. Alright then, let's go to Burmecia.
Princess! This is a foreign matter. It has nothing to do with us. Steiner is right. We don't know if Alexandria is involved.
But the black mages are involved. Zidane, you know what I'm talking about. If Mother is behind this, I'll make her stop, I promise. I think you should stay here. What? We don't know what to expect there. I've already faced great danger coming here. What's the difference? Dagger, this is war. A lot of people are gonna die. I know that. How did you feel when you saw that Burmesian soldier die just now? I felt sad, of course. Just sad? You weren't scared. Weren't you scared too? Obviously, you haven't realized how dangerous it's gonna be. You could get killed. This is no time to be talking about convincing your mother of anything. But...
Now's not the time to argue.
He's right. We must head to Burmesia at once. Will you open the Dragon's Gate?
Of course. If you're going by foot, leaving from that gate is the best way. Let us eat while we wait for the gate to open.
Man, make enough food, Sid? Yay, I'm so hungry.
The Festival of the Hunt Feast is one of our oldest traditions. It began well over 5 centuries ago. It is customary to eat everything with your hands, so go on before it gets cold.
Thank you, Uncle. It's so good. Let's just eat. We can't do anything until the gate opens. You're right. Hey, not bad.
This is wonderful. Princess, how is everything? Why aren't you eating?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Everything is so delicious.
Indeed it is. Especially this beef. It is superb.
Oh, I'm so full. I'm getting sleepy now.
What the?
Dagger?
The food is poisoned! How could I be so careless? Oh, I'm starting to feel sick. Forgive me, Princess. I should have tasted it for poison.
That's impossible. There shouldn't be any in your dish.
What? Now that you mention it, I feel just fine. How did you know? Princess, you didn't.
It's not poison. It's just a medicinal herb Zidane gave me. Believe me, this was not what I had planned. Steiner, I have to make my own decisions. I had no choice. Uncle Sid would never let me leave the castle.
That is because he is concerned about you.
I understand, but...
No, you don't understand. War is a terrible thing. You must never experience it as I have. I'm sorry, Princess. I cannot follow any orders that might put your life in danger.
What if Alexandria is behind the attack on Burmesia? It could lead to war between the 3 great nations. Many innocent people will die. As the Princess of Alexandria, there must be something I can do. I have to help Mother. I don't want to see anything happen to her.
Very well. Princess, I will follow you wherever you choose.
Thank you. Let's go before everyone wakes up. I'm sorry, Zidane. Come on. See, Dagger is sneaky too, and I like it. It really makes the Dagger-Zidane couple work. That it's not just one-sided. She's as sneaky as he is. Dagger, where are you going? Must have been some sort of sleeping medicine. It was sleeping weed.
We've been had.
I gave her some because she said she was having problems sleeping. I'm impressed. There's more to her than meets the eye. Damn, what the heck is she thinking? Maybe she's heading to Burmecia.
And you might still be able to catch up with her.
Vivi, wake up. We're going to Burmecia. Let's head for the Gizamaluk's grotto. Once we pass through the grotto, we'll be in Burmecia.
You can leave from the Dragon's Gate located on the base level clock.
Eat more sleepy time food. What's up here?
You are not permitted to enter the royal chamber.
Yeah, but I could try, right? Oh, okay. Very strict about that here. That's not the way. I guess we go to the base level. Well, there's a lot of cool cars. I don't know which one to get in. This one's got flags. I think the other one does too. Ride to the Serpent's Gate. Ride to the Dragon's Gate. I guess that's where we want to go. Oh, Moogle. Can I help you, Moogle? Kupo. I got a letter from Stiltskin. Do you know Stiltskin, Kupo? I left Limblum and headed north. I walked through the mist and Gizamaluk to reach Burmecia for the very first time. It's raining as expected. I'm going to look for shelter now. He went to Burmecia. Might be dangerous there, Kupo. I want mail, Kupo. Well, let's save for right now. Hey, Tezzeret, I'm doing pretty good. Feeling a lot better. Not 100%, but a lot better. You're gonna travel through the mist? Care to buy anything before you head out? Sure. What do you got? Yeah, you know what? We're probably good. No! No, we're good. Stop talking to me. If you're going to Burmecia, going through Gizamaluk's grotto in the northern mountains. The best way to get to the grotto is by following the roots popping out of the ground, which extend all the way to the grotto. Alright, well that's just good to know. That's just good knowledge to possess. Alright, so we're out here. There's some chocobo tracks. There's a map. There's combat. Oh man, look at this guy. Steal from him. Attack him. Blow him up. Hit him with fire. Oh, attacking stance. That's not good. Critical hit. That was rough. Denzi Cadenzi, thank you so much for hanging out. Good to see ya. Although we're wrapping up, but good having you here. All right. Oh man, we're gonna get in another fight. Hold on, we gotta do this first. Fights on the map are frequent, it seems. Look at these guys. These guys are weird. Hit him. They fly, so hit them with thunder. Pokemon taught me that. See? Totally works. Alright, well, I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to save right there. This seems like a really good place to stop before things, I forgot what the save button was. We gotta call it Moogle. That's how it works. So, we're going to call it there. We will be back next week with more of this on Monday. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Thank you for joining me for this stream. It was nice to be back. Nice to be feeling a lot better. It's nice to be ending the stream feeling like I might be able to get some sleep tonight. So you all get some sleep yourselves. We'll catch you next week. Till then, everybody, catch you later. Bye.